My name is Néloufar Khaleesi. I'm French and Iranian. Actually, I got both nationality. I was born in France, and I'm a journalist and work also in fashion consulting and beauty consulting in Paris. I also got a website, which is lespersiennes.com. It's a website talking about different culture between Paris and Tehran and linking actually the two cultures. Regarding this new law, which is not still accepted, and I really hope it's not going to be accepted soon, or at least never, it's actually kind of a big problem, because you can think about three things. The first thing is, imagine you're Iranian and you're French, like myself, and imagine you haven't been to Iran, I don't know, for 10 years or 15 years or 20 years, or even though you've never been in Iran and you live in France, and you want to go to the United States because you got another passport, an Iranian passport, then you cannot try, and you cannot, I mean, you can go, but you have to ask a visa, which is actually really not fair, because you cannot go like everybody online and just ask an ETSA, and everybody knows how hard it is to get a visa to get in the United States. So it's a problem, because when someone, for instance, haven't been to Iran for 20, 30, or have never been in Iran, I don't even get the point to say you're maybe a danger, potentially, who can be like an enemy to the country. That's the first thing. It's really unfair. The second thing is, imagine you're just French, but you don't have Iranian passport, but you have like an Iranian name and an Iranian last name. And then they're going to ask you at the airport in New York, they're going to say, okay, what's your origin? And imagine if you get blocked because you say, I'm Iranian originally, but I don't have the paper, but my parents are Iranian. And this is another thing that can be really annoying for people. And the third thing is, actually they're comparing Sudan, Syria, and Iraq to Iran, which actually I don't get the point, because I don't see really the same danger between these four countries. So it's actually kind of a problem. We just got an agreement with, Iran got an agreement with the United States like on July 14th. So it's 4 months. I don't even understand how they want to do business, as they say, and they want to open the frontiers, for instance, and at the same time they are blocking Iranian people. Like, just imagine if I'm kind of doing this business, like this consulting business, and if I need to go to LA because there's millions of Iranian living there, and then I'm going to be at the board and I got to ask a visa, and they're going to say, no, maybe I'm not going to give you a visa. So again, it's really pointless, because I don't know how you can make easy a business. You just sign some contracts and everything, and then they block you. I mean, it's really not logical to me. It's a big discrimination, because they are not judging what you did in Iran, or even if you ever been in Iran, because if you're just Iranian, and it can happen that you've never been in Iran, and then they're just going to ask you, well, your father is Iranian, so you're Iranian, so you cannot go. So, I mean, I don't have to explain more. To me, it's just this is already like a big, huge discrimination for people. I mean, even for the French people, imagine if they've been to Iran, I think it's the last 5 years. Imagine there's a tourist. He went to Iran, and then he want to go, I don't know, he lives in New York, he want to go back to LA, or he want to go wherever, Washington, somewhere, and they're going to say, okay, like, no, you cannot go. You have to ask a visa. And again, if United States was a country giving easily visa to people, I would say, well, it's a discrimination, but I mean, we can handle it. But it's kind of like, not racist, it's not the word because it's too strong, but it's really like a discrimination. I mean, you have some Iranian roots, well, you're not going to be the same as the other people.